Hello, hello, sweet friends, and happy Thursday. Another week has gone by, and it's still, hmm, yeah, it's still kind of crazy out there. So, I wanted to this week experiment a little bit just to kind of get my head um, out of there and bring it back to here, which is sometimes hard. It's hard to focus on being in the present moment when there is so much in our outside environment trying to grab our attention at every turn. So I was feeling a need to really ground myself in the present moment, and painting is usually one of the easiest ways for me to do that, but I've been finding it harder over the last few weeks, maybe few months, to focus well enough in order to be able to create. And so sometimes when I'm feeling this way, the easiest thing to do is to just set out with the intention of experimenting and see where it goes. So that's exactly what I did this week. And I had one thing in mind when I first started, and it went in a completely different direction as I went along. So, yeah, that's what's going to be presented to you. It's not going to be a super long video. It turns into a bit of a neurographic art situation. I think it was sort of heading in that direction to begin with. I was thinking more along the lines of neurographic, maybe geometric art. And then it sort of kept that theme but went in a different direction. Anyway, all this to say, this is the type of process that is super easy, where all you really need to do is grab your paint supplies and a will to create, and just make sure that you give yourself the chance to go with the flow, because who knows where things go. Sometimes they go in the direction you want them to go, and other times not so much. But hey, that's all part of the creative process. So I hope you'll feel like joining me in painting, or if you just feel like relaxing, as you know, that's always welcome. And I want you to know that I am very much enjoying your presence. I'm super happy that you make the time to be here with me, and let's get painting together so we can ground ourselves and remind ourselves that in the present moment, when we have our 2 feet planted on the ground, in our own little bubble, things can be really, really good. And they're not necessarily all that bad out there either, though some people would like you to believe it. So let's get going with the painting process, and let's have some fun. Let's have some creative fun together. I started my creative process this week with the idea that I was going to use some of my artist tape to mask different stripes across my paper, and that this was going to create some geometric shapes in my paper, and then I would add 3 different colors. That was sort of the plan when I started off, and as I went along, that sort of shifted. But basically, very easy. Start off with some tape, mark off some different shapes in your paper, and then add some color. Before starting my process, I had the idea in mind that I would be working with Phthalo turquoise, probably some quinacridone, burnt orange, or deep gold, and also possibly some olive green. I love the combination of these colors. I find that they look really, really nice together, and I was sort of picturing something in my head. But then I started my process by covering most of the background with the turquoise color, and I had to sort of shift things because it wasn't working out the way I pictured it in my head, mostly because I was having a harder time focusing because I was being called to do other things and I was preoccupied with other things happening, as I'm sure many of you are right now. And so things shifted, and maybe my intuition made them shift because this is where I needed to go. So I'm starting off with this color. I'm gonna add another color after, and I'm just basically letting you know that this is sort of where everything changed. If I had used the turquoise color to maybe cover some of the shape created by the tape, but not all of the shapes to start off, it might have gone more in the direction that I was thinking initially. But I'm sharing this with you all because as we're creating, sometimes we inadvertently do something and it either doesn't work out or it's not working out the way we were hoping it was going to work out. And there's always a way to fix the situation. So the important thing is to not give up, to keep going, and to see what else comes to mind as we are continuing our process. After using tape on the subsequent layers of my painting process, I realized that the more paint there is on the paper, the less the tape adheres to the paper completely. And so oftentimes that means that some of the paint is going to seep underneath the tape. And though I do love the look of really crisp lines, I have to say I also really love the look of the organic lines that are left with the paint having seeped underneath the tape. So here I'm using more turquoise because I feel a need to sort of tone things down. I could have again gone and done something a little bit different, but again, when you I've been having such a hard time focusing. I'm kind of like doing this and I'm doing other things. And I feel like I've got two jobs right now. And I'm a little bit more passionate about the one job than I am about the other because I feel a sense of urgency with the other job that I don't necessarily feel with this one. Which is not to say that I don't love what I'm doing here, but there's a lot going on, and I feel it's so important for me to be participating and to be helping as much as I can. So sometimes I feel more pulled in that direction than I do with creating. But every single time I create, it is so good for my soul. So it's important that I continue doing so, and I want to keep doing so also because I love connecting with you all. So here I have decided to shift things again. I love what's happening in the background, and at the same time, I wanted to shift the colors a little bit so that I could draw attention to some of the shapes. I used a circle guide to create some circles in my background. And now I'm just using this color, which I will name in my supplies list because off the top of my head, it's not ringing any bells. And so I'll name it in my supplies list, but I wanted to use this color because it's a little bit more vibrant than the other color I was using. And with the phthalo turquoise, I felt like I needed something a little bit more eye-catching to show a real difference between the shapes that I was going to leave in the phthalo turquoise and the other sort of, well, in the negative space, I guess. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm creating a different background using this color and painting the negative space so that my circles are going to pop out. And
I will, of course, create some neurographic lines. But with everything going on, again, it feels a little chaotic in the world right now. And so I'm really feeling a need to be maybe a little bit more structured than I normally am. And this may be just a way for me to sort of feel like I still have a little bit of control over what's happening in my own life. And so I'm creating more structure here by using the circles, and I'm gonna darken the contour of the circles, and then I'm gonna add some neurographic lines, but I'm going to do so in a different way than I normally do it because I, again, am feeling a need for a little bit more structure. And so I'm going to keep things more geometric, and I'm going to use some circles and some straight lines, and it won't be your typical neurographic art, but with me, it usually isn't because I love to do neurographic art my own way. And that means that I follow my intuition and I let that be the thing that helps me decide what to do next. I don't like to follow rules. When it comes to creating, I find that they're more hindering than helpful. So here I'm going to connect all of those straight lines that are still showing in the background of my painting using my ruler and my fountain pen. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to borrow some of the techniques from neurographic art, and I'm going to start rounding off the areas where there are some sharp corners. At this point, I'm liking what I'm seeing in my painting so far, but I feel like I want to make my circles stand out a little bit more, and so I'm going to use my dotting pen to add some shading around them so they stand out a little bit more and look a little bit more removed from the background. I'm also feeling like I want to bring in some more value contrast with white because the overall painting, though it has some good medium values and dark values, doesn't have a ton of light value. And so carrying a little bit more light value into the painting, I think would help the overall composition. When I'm not sure about my next step and it feels like the painting is close to being completed, though I may still want to make some changes, I find that removing the tape on the contour of my painting really helps for me to see the painting as it could look if it was more finished. And this is usually how I decide when I'm not so sure whether or not the painting is actually finished. And so I'm removing the tape and I do like what I'm seeing, but I do still feel like I want to add a little bit more light value contrast. And so I'll do that right after this. At first, I was playing with the idea of adding some iridescent paint in the form of the ultra rutile blue pearl. And as I was mixing it with my brush, I thought, no, why don't you add some white dots first and see how you feel about that? And as I was adding the white dots, my intuition said, I like that better. So I never did get to experiment with the iridescent blue, but I do feel like the white carries on with the idea of a more geometric neurographic art piece. And I've used white dots in neurographic art pieces before. To me, it's almost like that serotonin traveling through my synapses and helping me feel better. And I kind of like the idea. Again, keeping with the idea of creating more structure um, and order for me at this point in time with what I'm experiencing in my life and what we're all experiencing in our country and around the world. I felt like this was just speaking to me more. And now when I look at the painting, it seems like it just is all coming together because of those very simple little white dots. I've said it before and I'll say it again. There are so many possibilities when it comes to neurographic art. It really just is about giving yourself the chance to explore different ideas and try new things. And there's always a neat part of that process, and that's that you can create something cool looking without creating something that's overly complicated. And when we are experiencing a lot of stress and a lot of chaos in our lives, maybe it's good to simplify things. As often as possible, I hope you can make some time for some creative TLC. Thank you again so much for joining me on my creative journey. I hope you have a wonderful week and happy creating, sweet friends!